Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey. If anybody is new and joining for the first time, thank you so much. My slogan's Believable Brown Beauty. That's the makeup I do on this channel. And oh yeah, I do live Get Ready With Me's on Sunday mornings at 9:30 GMT. I'll put my Instagram handle up for you here. If you are around, please come and hang out when it's live, and if not, just check it out anyway. It's my favorite thing to do on the interwebs. Okay, so today's video, I have just been feeling like I wanted to do like a chatty video. I feel like, is my face too big? Hold on. Oh. Yeah. I think that's better. Yeah, I've been feeling like I just wanted to do a talking video. And then I was just kind of like, you know, thinking about my YouTube journey so far and the things that I have learnt. And so I thought I would do a 10 things YouTube has taught me / get ready with me at the same time, because if you're thinking, wow, your skin looks so radiant, it does. I just did a Dr. Jart Clear Skin Lover, I think it's called, rubber mask. I'll insert a picture of it here for you so you can see, and it made a big difference. Like, my skin is definitely brighter from using that mask, so that was a treat. And now I am due at work in I have to be there at 11:50 and it's 10 o'clock now, so I've got like 45 minutes to film and then I gotta go to get to work. So I thought I would kind of kill two birds with one stone. This is a very rambly intro, but basically I've been working on a Netflix thing, which is like working in film. It's the same thing, just different production companies. And oh my goodness, it just takes over my life when I'm working. And we have a lot going on this weekend. And Amanda's school's coming to visit because he starts nursery in like 2 weeks time. And so I was just like, when am I going to find the time? And I have like these 2 hours now, 1 hour to film, and then have this video ready for you guys up on Sunday. Not that you needed to know all that, but I felt like I needed to share all that information with you. Let's get into the video. But the first thing YouTube has taught me is perseverance. It's very difficult. Like, people think that doing YouTube is really easy. It's really not. Like, it takes a lot of dedication. And so that's one thing that I have learned being a fledgling YouTuber, is that you have to keep going. You can't just quit when things get difficult. So that's one thing that I have learned, is that I have the ability to persevere and to keep going, because there are so many things that happen behind the scenes. Sometimes I tell you about them, sometimes I don't, but things like my internet being really slow, or filming a video and then realizing when I come to edit that the lighting was off, or that the audio wasn't working, and then like getting that sinking feeling like, oh god, that didn't work and now I have to start this whole process again. That can be really disheartening. But the first thing that I have learned from doing YouTube is perseverance. Okay, so I'm going to explain what I'm doing. I'm doing my blush and my highlight underneath my foundation today. Sometimes I do this, I don't always share, not intentionally, but sometimes I just don't even think. I'm just like doing something to see what will happen. And sometimes I do my blush underneath. And because I do it underneath, it looks very 80s right now. I do it stronger because I'm going to put a foundation over it and you won't see it as much. So that was a combination of Fenty Beauty, Unlocked Stunner Lip Paint, and also Slow Ride from NARS. Next thing I'm going to go on to is highlighter. I'm using my Cover FX Custom Enhanced Dropped in Candlelight. Here and here. So now I'm taking just like the side of the sponge here that's got no product on, and I'm going to work this in. The thing I love about working in film is that, like, no one really cares how they look in the nicest way possible. Like, people don't look scruffy, but it's not like, it's not a pretentious environment where you have to conform to a way that people look. So everyone just kind of does what they want to do, which for me means wearing hardly any makeup. But I need to make sure that I deliver this video for you guys this weekend. So Carpe Diem and all that kind of stuff. So then that was the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I'm going to go back to the side of the Beauty Blender and blend that in. The second thing YouTube has taught me is to expect the unexpected. kind of linked into the first one, but you just don't know what's going to happen. You can have like all the best intentions and plan things, which has happened to me so many times, and still not win. Like still things will not work out the way that you wanted them to. So that was the second thing that YouTube has taught me. I'm now using my Cover FX Power Play foundation. I haven't used this for ages, but I love this. I just thought I'd bring that out of hibernation. So I'm going to put a couple of dots of this on my face and pop that over the top. Now I'm going to take the pointy part of the Beauty Blender, not for any specific reason, just because it's the part that I haven't used yet, and just go over everything. See, it's kind of covered everything, hasn't it? See how gorgeous that looks? Really, really subtle. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so the third thing that YouTube has taught me, and this has been something that I've kind of struggled with a bit more than anything else, is that it's okay to be different. Like the makeup style that I love is not what's popular. It's not the thing that people are searching for the most on YouTube. And I'd be lying if I said that I didn't want to do well, because I do want to do well. But I've had to learn to accept that that success or doing well can't come at the expense of you not being yourself. And in my case, it means being different, because the makeup style that I love is not what is popular. So that is the third thing that YouTube has taught me. It's okay to be different. The fourth thing, it's a lot of hard work. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, it would take me like hours. I'm talking like 6 hours to edit a video, because I was new, right? I didn't know anything. I did a little bit of research and then I had to figure this all out. So it used to take me so much time to do like the most basic things would take me forever. YouTube, it's hard work. It's so much hard work for so little financial reward, because there are other benefits. It's something that you have to be very aware of. It's not like a get rich quick scheme. You need to be in it for the right reasons, and you need to be in it for the long haul. Ooh. That's pretty. That's so nice. Okay, so now I'm going to pop on my concealer. This is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande. I'm going to pop this here and here. A little bit on the eyelid. Under the brow. I feel like, does it look pink here? I feel like it looks pink here. Hold on. Let me just get a tiny bit of that leftover foundation and just go over there. Okay. This is a really lovely one. The fifth thing that YouTube has taught me is that people see things differently. And I'm going to kind of put a lot of different things into this category. There are some times where I do a makeup and I'm just like, that isn't your best work, and people love it. And there are other times where I feel like I've done a makeup that I'm so in love when I'm thinking, yep, this is definitely going to get like 7 million views and like 3 people watch it. I'm exaggerating all the numbers just for like comedic effect, but you understand what I mean. Like, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. And so that has been something that has been really interesting to me, actually, to see the things that, or to learn the things that you guys think is interesting. Like, I don't think, like, sometimes I'll do something like on a live, for example. It happens a lot on Sundays where I'll do a live and someone will ask me something and I'm like, that's interesting to you? Not in like a belittling kind of way, but sometimes there are things that I do that I just think are so boring, but for other people, they're really interesting. And I think maybe sometimes I take for granted that I know as much as I know. Yeah, I know as much as I know, but I don't think I know that much. So sometimes when people ask me things, I'm like, oh, really? That's the roundabout way of saying that. Okay, so the sixth thing I have learned from doing YouTube is to get yourself being used to being uncomfortable. I was/am somebody that's quite shy. I am an introverted extrovert. So yeah, if I'm with people that I know are my friends and I'm like just myself, but when I'm in new environments, I find it quite hard to be like the center of attention. I also don't like conflict or negative, like just the idea of being trolled, like just struck so much fear into me that I stopped doing this or I put off doing YouTube for 9 years. I was so afraid of like what other people would think and what they would say. And so I wanted to be comfortable, and for that reason I didn't start when I could have. I won't say should, because I think everything happens for a reason, and the time that I started was the time for me to start. But I've had to learn to be uncomfortable and to also be vulnerable, because artistic people are very precious about their art, whatever medium they use, and they generally really care a lot because they're like giving a part of themselves away when they're doing their work. And so it has been uncomfortable to sit here and do my makeup and put it out there and see what people are going to say, especially being somebody that's quite sensitive. If I didn't care what people thought, it wouldn't matter so much, but I do care. And it's a good quality in me, and it can also work against me, because sometimes I care too much about what people think, and then that inhibits my own personal growth and progress. But yes, in a roundabout way, get used to being uncomfortable, because it's not very comfortable doing YouTube. Number 7, learn as you go. I think I kind of slightly touched on this earlier on, but I had to figure out everything. I had never sat in front of a camera and filmed myself. I had been recorded for Channel 4 years and years ago, but I'd never sat there and like figured out how to set up a camera or what editing software to use. I'd never done any of that. And like, low-key, the old me would have just been like, I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to try, because that's also another thing that there's a lot of work in progress going on, but I would just be like, I don't know how to do that, and that would be my excuse to not try something. But YouTube has made me understand that I need to kind of learn as I go. So for that reason, it's made me definitely uncomfortable, but it's given me a lot of confidence to realize that I have the ability to grow and figure things out. So yeah, learn as you go. Just blending in my concealer with my beauty blender. I don't really like using a beauty blender, but I've left all my brushes at work, and so I have to use this. I was talking on Sunday, because basically on this job, I took all my brushes there, because I like to deep clean and wash my brushes by hand, and there's a lot of time where I'm in the crowd room and I have time to wash brushes and stuff. So I took all my brushes there, but I haven't brought any of them back, so I'm having to use my basic set, but I have no foundation brush. And I was saying on Sunday, I don't like beauty blenders for lots of reasons. This is off on a tangent, but I think you might find this interesting. I don't like beauty blenders because they're really hard to clean. That's the first thing. I don't like beauty blenders because I feel like they're a bit gimmicky. I can make my makeup look like this without this sponge. I feel like they're really bad for the environment. It must take so long for one of these to break down. And I know, before people jump on my neck, I know there are loads of things that we use that aren't eco-friendly, but this is something for me that I could very, very, very easily not have. So yeah, that's another reason. And then the final reason is a little bit embarrassing, but I just associate beauty blenders with Instagram makeup, and that's the makeup that I cannot stand. So I don't like to use them that much, but because I have no brushes, I've had to resort to using a beauty blender. Everything else is good. I like how my skin looks. Concealer's good. Yeah, we're good. Now we're going to move on to brows. This is number 8. Consistency is key. So you cannot do, well, I mean, you can do whatever you like. Let me just put that out there first and foremost. But for me, I have discovered that consistency is key. And if I want to keep growing and learning, I cannot afford to take lots and lots of time off from doing YouTube. Sometimes I feel like taking lots of time off from YouTube. It's not always the priority, the top of my list. You know, I am a working mum, so I have home to run, a child to take care of, a husband to kind of not take care of, but be there for as well. And then I work, and then I do YouTube. And YouTube, honestly guys, in itself, if you do it every week like I do, is like another job. I'm always trying to find the time to kind of squeeze in recording or squeezing editing to make sure that my videos are up on Sunday. But I just know that if I want to get anywhere, as with anything, consistency is key. So that was number 8. Filling in my brows with my NARS Brow Perfector pencil in Lava, and I have unferruled or demi-ferruled the ferrule brows because they were really just all over the place. I've tidied them up a little bit, but still kept quite an organic shape to them because that is what I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah, pretty, so nice. Okay, then the 9th thing that I have learned from doing YouTube is to be kind to yourself. I am a professional makeup artist, as most of you guys know, and I've always found it really weird that like women will sit in my chair and immediately the first thing they do is tell me everything they don't like about themselves. I don't like my nose, I don't like my lips, I don't like my forehead, my skin is this eye's too small, don't like my lashes, my brows are this. Like instantly they sit in my chair and that's all I get is the negativity about themselves. And so, you know, like I've created this channel because I wanted to make a space where black women, black and brown women could feel like having a more natural aesthetic and approach to makeup was acceptable. And I wanted it to be a place, and I hope it is a place where people feel good about themselves. Like I'm not in here to make you feel worse. I'm here to make you guys feel better. And then I have realized that I'm the same as all these women that sit in my chair. I do exactly the same thing. So there have been some posts recently on my Instagram that people have left comments on that have made me cry, but in a good way. And one of the most recent ones, oh, my phone's not here. One of the most recent ones I had is like a profile picture. If you go on my Instagram, I think it's the second picture at the moment. Okay, so I found the post. It was this one here. Let's see if you can see. Yes. And then in the comments, I said, like the last thing I said was like, oh yes, and I'm very aware that my upper lip needs threading. Something like that. And then this lady, let me find her. Yeah, Louise Scott 29. She said, all I see is a beautiful black woman and I'm trying to figure out if the colour of your blusher is pink or coral. I didn't notice any of the flaws that you've pointed out. Please be kinder to yourself. And that was like, yeah. It's the kind of thing that one of my really good friends, Steph, she always says this to me. She says to me, you're so hard on yourself. Like, you're so hard on yourself. You're so critical. And I didn't really think that I was. Like, I didn't really believe that I was that critical of myself. And then that post made me realize, oh God, I'm going to end up crying. That post made me realize that actually I am quite hard on myself. And the same way that I encourage other women when they sit in my chair to like not be down on themselves, I need to learn to do that for myself. So I am trying to be kinder to myself and not be so judgmental. So on Sunday, I had, so this post was before last Sunday. I did my Instagram live like I always do on Sunday, or when Instagram lets me. Like I always do, I did my live on Sunday. Sorry, I'm just I'm just using my tears to blend into my concealer a bit more. But I had a spot on my forehead and I would always point that out. Oh my gosh, I've got this awful spot, blah 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 blah. And because of that lady, I made myself not say anything and not one person mentioned it. And I'm pretty sure that the people that watched my live on Sunday didn't notice that I had a spot, but I knew it was there. But that lady was like, her voice was just like a little angel on my shoulder, just reminding me to be kind to myself. So I want to impart that with you guys as well. Like, the world that we live in now is so critical of everyone, and so, oh, I need to come back. Yes, that's better. Everybody's comparing themselves to everyone. Like, I've had to not unfollow, but I've had to mute a lot of people's posts and stories because they didn't make me feel good about myself. And it's like we feel obligated to follow people, to look like a good friend, or to show support at the detriment to our own mental health. Like, we are willing to make ourselves feel bad so that I looked like I was a supportive friend. And I'm like, my own cup needs to be full first. Like, I can't give so much of my attention to other people's things, because then I'm not focusing on my own things. And it doesn't make any sense to follow people or post or stories that make you feel bad about yourself, because the world is having a pretty good job of doing that by itself. So yeah, just be kinder to yourself and do what you have to do to make yourself as whole as you can. That's one thing. Unexpectedly, that being on YouTube and Instagram and having like a social media presence has taught me. So that's been pretty cool as well. And then the last thing that I have learned from doing social media, which I don't really love, but I kind of love at the same, it's a weird relationship I have with social media. But the final thing that I found is that your tribe will find you. And every once in a while, I get a message from somebody that literally makes me cry. Not like this little half-hearted cry that I had then. Like, properly, I'll be looking at my phone and tears are just streaming down my face, because I feel like, oh, I've helped someone. And I've always... Oh, why am I so emotional today? This is ridiculous. Oh, God. Get it together, Stace. You know, in the Bible it tells you that your gift will make room for you. And I have often wondered how my gift is useful, because it's quite a superficial thing, you know, being a makeup artist. It's quite a superficial job, you know. I'm not like a brain surgeon, a neurosurgeon, that's the correct term. I'm not a neurosurgeon. Like, I'm not finding the cure for AIDS or cancer. It's just makeup. And sometimes I felt like it just wasn't as important what I did. And then somebody will send me a message that makes me realize that everybody's gift is important. And I'm sorry to cry. This is a little bit different from the thing that I just said, but it kind of all links together. It's like, it has been quite difficult for me to sometimes like continue being a makeup artist. It's a really hard industry, and if you have like confidence issues or self-esteem issues, it's the kind of industry where everybody is shouting about how great they are. And I'm just not a shouting kind of person. I'm just quietly like in the corner doing my own thing. And I have often felt like it wasn't that important. And even sometimes like doing my YouTube, I didn't think doing my YouTube was that important. But then every once in a while, I will get a message from somebody that makes me realize that my gift is a gift, and it's only a gift if I give it away. And a long time ago, someone said to me that when I was first thinking about doing YouTube, someone said to me, oh, like, why would you do that? Why would you give away what you know for free? And so I didn't do it. That was the main reason. I really looked up to this person, and I thought, you know, they had more knowledge than me, or they were like, their opinion was more important than my own. And so I didn't do it. 9 years later, I'm on YouTube and I'm sharing everything that I know about makeup. And I finally, like, the penny dropped that a gift isn't a gift unless it's given. And so there was no benefit, or there's no benefit to me knowing all I know and not sharing it with people, because then it's not a gift. And so YouTube has taught me that my gift is as important as a neurosurgeon, because I remember there was a girl, I wish I remember her name, and you know, she said that she was ill in hospital, she had arthritis, she's quite young, and that she likes watching like my lives give her an escape from the monotony of being ill. And I was just like, oh wow. I didn't think that me showing up on a Sunday morning doing my makeup would help somebody else. So I think in all the times that I find it difficult with tech, like my internet not working or my audio failing me or the picture quality being bad, those little things are the things that keep me going. So in a way, not in a way, I want to say thank you, because I thought that I was on YouTube to help other people, and I was, you know, using social media to help other people. I didn't realize how much it would help me, and I didn't realize how much you guys would help me. So yeah, thank you very much. It has been a very interesting almost 2 years. I'm sorry for crying so much. Oh wow, it's really ugly crying as well. I'm gonna go and pause, gather myself, and then finish this makeup. Give me 1 second. I'm back. My eyes are still red, but that's fine. But that's bloody impressive because my makeup is still there. So if you ever book me for your wedding, you'll know that you can really like ugly cry and everything will be fine. Just fix this all back in. I am such a crier. It's one of the things that I cry so easily. I actually don't really enjoy crying because I am a very emotional person. And so when I cry, like I really feel like drained. It's quite draining crying. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit more concealer and then I'm gonna finish this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna cry anymore, I hope. That YouTube has taught me, or YouTube and social media. But yeah, it's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know how long I will do this for. Like, it's one of those things that, you know, I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know if it will end. Not that I'm saying that it will. Like, I'm not trying to, it's not clickbait. I'm not saying this because I'm gonna like disappear in a week or something. I have no intention of doing that, but I just don't know where this is gonna lead. And I think that's another thing as well that's been quite interesting, is that like I don't know where this is gonna go and I'm just doing it. And that's been quite liberating as well, just to do something just for fun. When I first started YouTube, I thought, yep, I'm gonna be an overnight success and everyone's gonna watch my channel. La 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 la. And then I started doing it and I was just like, oh no, that's not how this thing works. There are no overnight successes. There are no get rich quick schemes with YouTube. You've got to do the work. And then I thought, well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna quit because it's hard, or are you just gonna keep going? And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna keep going actually. Even if nothing else happens, even if I never become well known, even if only 4 people watch my videos, the fact that I know that I can make someone else's day a little bit better is enough of an incentive for me to stay. So that is that. Oh, this is the Mojave palette from NARS. That's not useful. That's not useful. You want to see the inside. It's this one here. Oh yeah, I think if I tilt it this way, get a better idea, yeah, of the colours. So I use this. Whoa, this is always so confusing. Okay, so it's this one. Yeah. No. That one. Yeah, that's the colour I just put on my lid. With a little 217 brush. And then I'm going to take the brown, this one here, and pop that just in the crease. Actually, it's not really in the crease, it's just on the outer corner, and then I carry it up a little bit. Okay, that's pretty. Really simple actually, this makeup today. The last thing I'm going to do is, oh no, not last, but one of the last things I'm going to do is my lip gloss. This is Divine Rose from Pat McGrath. I really like this colour. It's a really easy, soft pink to wear. Doesn't need liner. And it's not sticky. I hate sticky gloss. pretty. Okay, and then let's do a bit of mascara. This is NARS, well, that's not it. I was just about to put concealer on my eyelashes. This is NARS Climax Mascara. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I really like this. I might put a tiny bit of Slow Ride. Is it Slow Ride? Am I saying that right? Oh, yeah, it is. Slow Ride. A little. Just to tone the pink down a little bit. Press and roll. Yeah, that's better. So there you have it, guys. I have finished this week's video. Oh, no, I haven't. So the final thing I'm going to do is just set. And I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder. I really love this powder in medium deep, and just set. I might put a tiny bit of powder blush on as well over the top. I'm not going to go over my highlight though. I like how that's peeking through. Then I don't know if they make this powder still. It's the Illamasqua loose powder in colour LP325. It's quite a deep powder. It's like this. For me, that's really good for my forehead area. If they don't have it, the Danessa Myricks Evolution powder in number 5 is brilliant. But I like this on my forehead, and a little bit as a contour bronzy situation here. And then, last but not least, let's go and find a blusher. I think it makes sense to end on my favourite blush of all time. This is Fleur Power from MAC. I love it. This is the final makeup look for today. I was not expecting that many tears. I didn't think I was going to cry that much. When I saw myself in the monitor, I was like, you look so ugly. You look so... This is a lot. This is like private crying that you're going to publish to thousands of people to potentially see. But I don't know, like, I have been feeling like I needed to do like a chatty, like heart to heart kind of video more than just the makeup one, because if you haven't noticed, I talk a lot and I have a lot to say, so I just thought that I just wanted to get it out, and now it's out and I feel good. I hope it wasn't too like traumatic for you guys to watch me sobbing like that, but yeah, thanks for YouTube. It has been brilliant so far. I'm really enjoying it. Even with all the trials and tribulations, it's good fun. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your kindness, your comments, your support, for making me laugh. Like, it's really weird to have internet friends that I have never met, that I know that are cheering for me, and it makes me feel really, really good. So I hope you all have a great day today. Thank you so much for watching and staying to the end. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe. And if you loved it even more than that, share it with somebody. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.